The science behind screen exposure and sleep disruption. In today's digital world, screens are ever present in our daily routines. From waking up with a smartphone alarm to ending the day watching TV or browsing social media, screen time has become an inescapable part of modern life. While digital devices offer convenience and connectivity, they also bring with them a host of potential health consequences, one of the most significant being their impact on sleep. Scientific research has revealed strong connections between screen exposure and sleep disruption, particularly when screen use occurs in the hours leading up to bedtime. This article explores the biological, psychological, and behavioral mechanisms through which screens interfere with sleep and why limiting screen exposure is critical to maintaining good sleep hygiene. The role of circadian rhythms in sleep. To understand how screens disrupt sleep, we must first explore the body's natural sleep-wake cycle, known as the circadian rhythm. This internal clock is regulated by a complex interaction of hormones, environmental cues, like light, and neural signals. One of the most influential factors in this process is light, especially blue light, which plays a crucial role in signaling to the brain when to be awake and when to prepare for rest. During the day, exposure to natural sunlight tells the brain to reduce the production of melatonin, a hormone that induces sleepiness. As daylight fades, melatonin levels begin to rise, promoting drowsiness and preparing the body for sleep. This delicate balance, however, can be thrown off by artificial light, especially the blue light emitted by electronic screens. What is blue light and why is it problematic? Blue light is a high-energy visible light with a short wavelength. It is naturally present in sunlight and is responsible for promoting alertness and boosting mood and cognitive function during the day. However, digital screens, like those on smartphones, tablets, laptops, and TVs, emit significant amounts of blue light, particularly in LED backlighting. The problem arises when we expose ourselves to blue light at night. The brain interprets this artificial light as daylight, leading to a suppression of melatonin production and confusion in the body's circadian rhythm. As a result, the body delays its natural transition into the sleep state, making it more difficult to fall asleep, stay asleep, and experience restorative sleep cycles. Impact on melatonin secretion. Numerous studies have confirmed that blue light exposure in the evening reduces melatonin levels. One landmark study conducted by researchers at Harvard University showed that exposure to blue light suppresses melatonin secretion twice as much as exposure to green light and also shifts circadian rhythms by twice as long. Lowered melatonin levels not only make it harder to fall asleep but also impair the quality of sleep. This includes shorter durations of REM, rapid eye movement, sleep, which is essential for memory consolidation, emotional regulation, and learning. When melatonin is consistently suppressed, individuals may experience long-term sleep disturbances and even develop chronic insomnia. Behavioral and psychological effects of screen use. In addition to physiological changes, screen use impacts sleep through behavioral and psychological mechanisms. Engaging in screen-based activities, such as texting, watching intense shows, gaming, or scrolling through social media, can stimulate the brain and delay the process of mental unwinding. This heightened mental engagement, often referred to as cognitive arousal, makes it more difficult to relax and fall asleep. Moreover, screen-based content can trigger emotional reactions, such as stress, anxiety, or excitement, which further disrupt the transition to sleep. For instance, reading distressing news or engaging in online debates late at night can elevate cortisol levels, the stress hormone contributing to increased alertness rather than relaxation. Sleep disruption in children and adolescents. Children and teenagers are especially susceptible to the sleep-disrupting effects of screen exposure. Their circadian systems are more sensitive to light, and their reliance on screens for education, entertainment, and social interaction has surged. Sleep is crucial during these developmental years, and inadequate sleep can result in poor academic performance, behavioral issues, mood disorders, and impaired cognitive development. A 2017 meta-analysis published in JAMA Pediatrics found that screen use is consistently associated with delayed bedtimes, reduced total sleep duration, and poorer sleep quality in children and adolescents. The more screens they use in the evening, the more significant the sleep disruption. Sleep architecture and fragmentation. Beyond falling asleep, screen exposure also affects sleep architecture, the structure and sequence of sleep stages. Sleep typically cycles through stages of light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Interference with these stages can lead to fragmented sleep, where individuals wake up frequently or experience shorter, less restorative sleep cycles. This kind of interrupted sleep can have cumulative negative effects, including daytime fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritability and mood swings, impaired immune function, increased risk of obesity, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. Long-term health risks. Chronic sleep disruption has far-reaching implications beyond feeling groggy in the morning. Over time, poor sleep is linked to numerous health risks, such as metabolic disorders, including insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. Mental health issues, particularly depression, anxiety, and mood instability. Weakened immunity, making the body more susceptible to infections. Heart disease and hypertension, due to increased stress on the cardiovascular system. Given that screen exposure plays a significant role in poor sleep habits, reducing screen use, especially in the evening, becomes a preventative health measure. What the experts recommend. Sleep researchers and health professionals commonly recommend the following strategies to reduce the impact of screens on sleep. Digital curfew. Avoid screens at least 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime to allow melatonin levels to rise naturally. Blue light filters. Use blue light blocking apps or screen filters in the evening. Night mode settings. Enable night shift, or similar settings that reduce blue light output. Bedroom as a screen-free zone. Keep electronic devices out of the bedroom to promote a sleep-friendly environment. Mindful evening routines. Replace screen time with calming activities like reading a physical book, meditating, or stretching. Conclusion. The science is clear. Screen exposure, especially close to bedtime, has a significant and detrimental effect on sleep. From the suppression of melatonin to cognitive overstimulation, Screens interfere with the body's natural ability to rest and recharge. Understanding the mechanisms behind this disruption empowers individuals to make informed choices and develop healthier digital habits. By reducing screen time before bed, we can protect our sleep, enhance our overall well-being, and create a more balanced relationship with technology.